In this step, we will machine the cylindrical helix using axis substitution about the y-axis. Axis substitution is used to wrap a tool path around a cylinder. The geometry can be either flat or already properly oriented in 3D space. Select the Unroll option if this is so. The tool path replaces the X or Y axis with a rotary axis, known as A axis or B axis. Using this option, the part will be rotated about the rotating axis while the tool moves perpendicular to the axis of rotation. Rotary diameter sets the size of the cylinder that the tool path is rotating about. It is used mainly for tool paths on cylinders. To machine the helix, you will use a contour toolpath with no cutter compensation. Before you can create rotary axis motion, you need to properly configure the rotary axis components in your machine definition. You will only be able to select rotary axis options which are supported by your machine definition. In the Toolpaths tab, in the 2D group, select Contour. Then select this line. If the geometry is not chained in the proper direction, press the reverse button. Then press OK. Select Tool. Then select Library Tool. Click on Filter. Ensure the tool type is set to flat end mill and the tool diameter is equal to 1 inch. Then press OK. Select the 1 inch flat end mill and press OK. Enter the comment, machine the helix using axis substitution. Select Cut Parameters. Change the compensation type to Off. Cutter compensation is turned off as we want the tool to follow the chain with the center of the tool. Select Depth Cuts. Enable Depth Cuts and set the max rough step to 0.25 and change the finish step to 0. Select Lead In Out. To make sure that the helix is properly machined on both ends of the cylinder, we will extend the contour geometry with 100% of the tool diameter. Disable Gouge Check, enter Exit at Midpoint, Entry, and Exit. Enable Adjust Start of Contour and set the length to 100%, Extend. Then copy the values over. Select Linking Parameters. Enable Clearance set to 2 inches absolute. Retract set to 0.25 inches absolute. Feed plane set to 0.1 incremental. Top of stock set to 0 absolute. And depth set to minus 0.5 inches absolute. The radius of the rotary diameter is added to all the Z positions during the output if the switch is enabled in the post processor. The absolute values are measured from the cylinder diameter setup in the rotary axis control page. The incremental values are measured from the chained geometry. Associative option allows you to select points from the existing geometry to where the values will be measured. Select Rotary Axis Control. Change the rotation type to Axis Substitution. Ensure the axis substitution is set to substitute the y-axis, and change the rotation direction to clockwise. Change the rotary diameter to 4 inches and make sure Unroll is disabled. Then press OK to generate the toolpath. Backplot the operation. When backplot is finished, press OK, and then verify the operation. When Verify is finished, minimize the simulation window.